we just got a report about what was inside the Sandy Hook shooter's house. Now, I don't like to mention his name. He's in the graphics here, but I don't like glorifying these guys, and for one of the reasons you'll see in what we found in his home. But it is telling as to what he was looking at and what he had on the home, and so that's why we need to share it with you guys. So what did he have? Of course, he had thousands of rounds of ammunition. He had an unlocked gun safe. Now, we don't know if his mom unlocked it, he unlocked it, if he knew the code or not. It was his mom's weapons that he used. He had a number of samurai swords. You know, look at these guys, think that they're so cool, like he's, you know, from Reservoir Dogs or Pulp Fiction or whatever he's from. He's got a bunch of knives too. That's the Reservoir Dogs reference. And he apparently played a lot of video games, so obviously people will get on that as well. He's got pictures of a bloody dead person. We don't know who that is. And then, ironically, at the end, a book titled Train Your Brain to Get Happy. A book that apparently did not work at all. Now, the number of weapons he had in the house was about 4 or 5 pages long. So one of the things you hear from, of course, the NRA is the answer to guns is more guns. Well, in that household, they had a lot of guns. And apparently that didn't help, it hurt. In fact, here's more of the material from his home. He had a news account of a mass shooting at Northern Illinois University. And that's interesting because, you know, I wonder if he thought that he can get more fame by doing this. And he was studying the other mass shootings. Then he had knives, a bayonet, and a book on autism, savants, and Asperger's syndrome. And they think that he might have had that, so that might be an issue as well. And he played video games a lot, apparently, too. And so now you can play video games all day long, but if there aren't weapons in the house, well, that's not going to help. In fact, here, let me give you another account from what was found. He spent days on end playing violent video games in the basement of his mother's sprawling home and practiced target shooting with her at area gun ranges. Now, see, here's where we get into interesting material, because once you step out of the basement and then you're at a gun range, well, again, every time I've talked to gun advocates, they say, oh, no, safety, and we go to gun ranges and you teach the kids and it's all going to be fine. Well, quote, investigators found a holiday card Lanza's mother gave him containing a check for the purchase of a firearm. Oops. She apparently was a gun enthusiast, and he had an NRA certificate in his house as well. And so she thought, not only will I teach my son how to shoot, I'll take him to a gun range and I'll get him the gift of a weapon. He shot her dead in her own bed with her own weapons. Quote, the guns used in the attack were apparently all purchased by the shooter's mother. So now I've also had people on the show that tell me, oh, no, you have to keep women safe, and they're going to be more safe if they have a gun in the house. Now we show statistic after statistic that women are actually less safe. They're 3 times more likely to get shot inside their own home if there's a weapon there. And they say, oh, no, that won't happen to us, until you wake up and your son's standing over your bed with a weapon that you purchased and he shoots you dead. So it does happen. I know everybody always thinks it's not going to happen to me, but the more weapons there are around, the more likely it is to happen to you. And she was well trained in that weaponry, and it didn't help her at all when he probably surprised her in bed. And now, finally, it says the documents indicated that authorities also found certificates from the National Rifle Association in Adam and Nancy's names, and a book titled NRA Guide to Basics of Pistol Shooting. Now, apparently that's the kind of book you read, of course, if you're a good guy who wants to stop a bad guy with a gun, unless, of course, you're one of those bad guys and you read that book too. When the NRA was asked about this, they said, we have no record of them being members. The certificate is in their house. Whether they're technically members or not is, I don't know, and I don't care. I don't know if they shredded their material on that or not, but were they proud NRA certificate holders? Yes. Did they read NRA books? Yes. And did it help? No. All it did was it hurt. 26 victims, 20 young children dead, and the mother, who was armed to the teeth, dead as she can be. Her guns didn't help her, her guns killed her.